driving down, right? And you know the semen trees? Those trees that smell like a certain type of semen?
Yes.
They're bleached semen trees, all right? I guess they bloomed later some, because usually by this time they're like done. I don't know what, or if like someone cut one down and it was like dying. But it was so potent in the air that I could taste it in the back of my throat, and it immediately put me back to when I found all those fucking Fapkins. And I'm driving like 50 and a 30, listening to Ween at full fucking volume while I'm like dry heaving, thinking about my ex-fiance's cum, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, Lou.
Welcome, everybody, to Without a Straight Man. I'm Lou.
And I'm Addy.
We are the queer premier storytelling podcast
Without a straight man.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's been like a month. I'm allowed to fuck it up.
You're allowed to fuck it
I'm
up.
allowed. I checked with myself, and I said I'm allowed. So
you checked with the CEO, Lou.
As always, let's gently...
Tink, 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 tink.
Okay.
Well, now we
together.
both have glass, so like, yeah, we gotta.
We do. We have kind of like matching bongs. Mine's green and yours is blue.
It is.
All right, you ready?
And we're ready.
Let's get ready. I've been watching a lot of like Drunken Peasants and Altered Perspective, trying to like get the feel for the community and such. Last night, Ben was watching like Baby Cobes. Like someone did like a multi-part like docu-series. He made like a bunch of these documentaries, like documenting like Cobes' like early stuff on YouTube. And oh man, Adrian.
Yes.
Baby Cobes kind of looks like my ex-fiance.
Really? So how was that?
I mean, to be fair, he has more personality than my
ex-fiance.
ex-fiance.
It would be hard to not, admittedly. Just saying.
It's like the call-out news thing that I should. But yeah, I was watching, and the whole time I was just like, why did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? Why did I do that?
Why did I wake up one day and say, hey,
that's a good idea. I know,
do
Zoloft,
this.
but we're not going to talk about that right now. Anyway.
True.
All right, so you were making chicken. Hello, everybody. We're
Hi
going to talk
there.
about some weird-ass shit. This is going to be a wild episode.
I hope your summer is going great. We're back for summer break.
Yeah. We were traveling, and I was like, I don't want to do anything. So
Yeah, so we didn't.
Yeah, so we didn't do anything.
We were on a vacation.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a revamp process.
Yeah, we are. Like over the summer, we're going to be adding some like more stuff.
I know I posted on Twitter. I think I posted on Twitter. To be fair, last thing I posted on Patreon was, hey, this is under construction, so be patient with us, please.
Oh, yeah.
So like, yeah, we're kind of in a revamp process.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff over like the next 6 months, I think. We're going to have like a lot of new stuff coming out, so I'm really excited.
Me too. You'll hear more as it comes down the way, but just get yourself pumped. It's coming.
Pump yourself. Pump yourself real hard.
Pump yourself full of WASM.
Yeah. So you were making chicken, which we're probably not going to make chicken much anymore because I discovered that my IBS improved like 40% when we didn't have meat that week. So
I've noticed that I can poop more. So.
Yeah, so that And so you were making chicken last time, and we only had one food glove. So you're like, okay, I'm going to use the one glove. And instead of touching the chicken, which fair, you don't want to touch the chicken.
Yeah.
You get a paper towel, and you hold the paper towel with the chicken and the paper towel together with the hands on the other side of the paper towel.
I'll also use the paper towel when I'm like, like mashing it down to like thin it out. Because we don't have a hammer. Because the last time we had a fucking tenderizer hammer, it started to bleed on the meat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the paint just came off.
Yeah,
and I know I got plenty of PFAS or whatever in my body already. I'm just not looking to add more willingly if I can avoid it. No more PFAS. Yeah, I think I got enough PFAS, all right? I got enough PFAS in the body.
Enough PFAS in the body.
The weeds are holding it at bay right now, but I don't know how long the weed's going to hold, all right?
Did you send me some article about how weed It was something about bongs or something. What was it?
Bongs are the best way to smoke. It's the cleanest way.
Well, I mean, I know that. But...
Yeah, especially if it has perks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
because it filters pretty much all the bad shit out, so your lungs are less dirty.
All right, if that's what the scientists say, then I'm going to believe them.
Yeah, we have to believe.
Not
going to
double check it. Not going to do any of that. Just
if another study comes out, I'm not going to pay attention to
it.
As far as I'm an American.
Really. But no.
Yeah, no, I was. I was using the fucking paper towel because if you don't, chicken juice just sprays over everything.
Yeah.
So if you use a paper towel, you mush it down. But then you came up.
I looked at you. Horrified.
You did. You look like I literally just automated a fucking baby stabbing in the kitchen.
Like, it was like you picked up the raw chicken with your bare hands, slapped it in a skillet, and then licked your hand. That's how disgusted I was with what I saw you doing.
And then vomited in the skillet.
Well, don't take it that far. Jesus. No, but, Adrian, I was disgusted. Do you know why?
You did tell me, but please tell me again.
Tell you again?
Break it down.
All right. So, if you touch, the paper towels that we have could leave like a little residue.
Yeah.
Okay, on the chicken. Okay, and then you cook it, and then it gets embedded into the chicken, and then I eat it, and then my throat, which has been burned to death by weed smoke, it's going to get embedded into the charred remains of my throat, and it will take about 10 years for it to develop into a malignant cancer, and then I will die at age 42 of throat cancer. So you have to think about when you touch the chicken with the paper towel, you have to think about the consequences of your actions.
I see. I see. So couple things. How big of paper towel residue are we talking? It's like microscopic. Like it gets in.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
matter.
It's gonna cause cancer. I remember there was one time, and obviously you were playing it up being silly.
Yeah.
It was I got cancer and COVID. I got COVID cancer.
Yeah, that's right.
And like you looked at me so serious, but I knew you were fucking with me, obviously. But you just looked at me so serious.
Here's the thing. So it's like there is a part of me that when I get like this, like I know it is completely ridiculous, but also I don't know else how to communicate. You like I am freaked out about this thing that I know is ridiculous, but also there is a statistical chance that it could happen. Because I watch Stranger Than Fiction. Yeah, okay, true. I watched that movie. I know what can happen.
I've seen the movie The Mask. All right, I know. I've seen The Cure.
Listen, as we've established,
I see that little kid die of AIDS. I know. I've seen
a kid die of AIDS. What the fuck?
The movie, The Cure. No one.
Is that the movie with Brad Pitt and there's some blonde bitch in it? What? Hold on. Let me look that up.
I think Tommy Lee Jones is in this movie.
What movie is it? The Cure?
The Cure. It's about a kid in the 80s getting AIDS and dying, and then they go on a mission to... It's sad, but like it's a good movie.
Hold on.
Like obviously I'm making it sound way sillier than
it's a 1995 film. No. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sounds about right.
Okay.
My dad fucking loves
What movie
it.
What movie was I thinking of?
You thinking about The Client?
No, I'm thinking about.
That's Tommy Lee Jones
you know what?
too,
You know what I'm thinking
actually.
of. You know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Contagion. Never mind.
So many C movie names.
I'm in a sea of seas. If you know what I mean. I'm sailing the seas of seas.
That movie.
What are we talking about? Like fucking paper towel.
Yeah, getting paper towel cancer.
Yeah.
Paper towel cancer.
Oh, yeah. I know that I'm being ridiculous. I know.
Yeah.
I know, but also I'm like.
But what? Yeah, but you gotta go let it out.
I know.
No, I completely understand.
Statistics.
Well, it's like me when I walk on a fucking like railway or a bridge. I know it's not gonna crumble. I know it's not literally going to fall underneath my feet and I'm going to die. However,
what is?
I've seen that earthquake movie where the fucking earthquake brings the bridge down and everyone fucking dies. I've seen it. So.
Sidebar: your tank top looks like a Battlestar Galactica tank top, kinda. Yeah. I don't know if that's like intentional. Sidebar within a sidebar. So, Ryan is currently doing a preview watch of the rest of season 4 because... Is
it bad?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still watch it.
Adrian, it is... I don't want to spoil anything, but this... So every episode just keeps creating more questions but answering none of any of the questions from any of the previous episodes. So, like, there's this thing that happens, okay? And it's been several episodes since that happened, and we have no explanation. We still don't have any information. We don't know nothing about the Cylons still.
Fat
also,
Apollo. It's Fat Apollo, that's why.
Whenever they got to the new situation, in the second season, just the show falls apart because they become so obsessed with like this ticky-tacky drama shit. And it's just like, I want to know, go to fucking the place.
Just go do the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Has the president died? I'm fucking spoilers, but like, has the fucking president died yet? Is the bitch dead yet? I love her, but is she died?
So hard for me to answer that question.
What? That's concerning.
Yeah, it's so difficult for me to answer that question.
Oh my god!
Like,
it's gonna be a 13 Reasons Why situation.
No. Here's the thing.
Ghost president.
So here's the thing I need you to understand. She's dying of cancer where I'm at, and she's dying of cancer where you're at. But the thing is that there is a break in between those two cancers, and I can't explain it to you.
Just fucking, we've cured your cancer, but you got a different kind of cancer now. Okay, motherfuckers, why didn't you just kill my character off sooner? Like if I was her, I would just be like, really? We're doing cancer again? It's another cancer?
Oh, dude, they've started murking characters, and it's so brutal.
Yeah, because they're ending it.
Like, there's some shit where I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I remember seeing when I looked up the show one time, I looked up something about the show, like what year it came out, because I was super fucking confused.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know there was like a 70s version of the fucking show.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But I was really like, I just remember seeing this article, and it's like, why Battlestar Galactica's fumbled their ending. And I didn't read it.
Spoilers.
Well, here's the thing. I've seen other fucking
that's
articles
true,
that
where
are
it's like you fucked up the ending and the ending's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's great. So I don't know, but like, I have heard mixed reviews on the last season.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I could see where they would.
Yes.
I can already see from where we're heading, and I'm like, oh no. And Ryan just keeps saying, he's like, I don't remember any of this shit. This show was a lot cooler.
And it's like, Ryan, did you just like
he remembers like the really cool lore parts, but he forgets all this like
interpersonal
like drama.
To be fair, Ryan can just like shut off.
I mean,
like, not in a mean way. I don't mean that in a mean way, but I mean like he can like shut his attention off.
He can be like, all right, I'm just gonna think about D&D.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is he can like, he's really good at like channeling
his attention. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yes.
I'm so jealous.
I said it more in a mean way. Apologies, but like I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he can like fucking do that. Yeah. I can't. Fucking my brain goes where it goes.
It gets so much.
Yeah.
It gets so much.
I know some tricks to get it to think certain things I need it to.
Yeah.
However, it's like a 70-30 chance that it's gonna fucking work.
No. So back to Cancer Chicken.
Yeah, Cancer Chicken.
So here's the deal. Okay? I watched that movie Stranger Than Fiction when my brain was still developing. And so what is it called? Like when you see like when one thing happens, then you're like, all right, I see 18 consequences. What is that? Is that just anxiety?
Yes.
Oh.
A lot of that is anxiety.
Poop. Well, so what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to fucking run rickshaw around, just fucking jacking off into the wind? How am I supposed to make decisions?
Well, what I have gotten to learn, what I've been told by Molly and others, is that anxiety is important. Anxiety keeps us alive. However, there is
there's a threshold.
There's a limit. Yeah, there's a threshold where it's actually harming more than it's helping. Oh, no. So the best way to, in my personal opinion, is to kind of like differentiate like what are like the dangerous situations.
Yeah, what's helpful anxiety, what's harmful anxiety.
Yeah, what do I need to keep an eye on? What do I need to be like?
For sure.
Vigilant
yeah, like I'm definitely being a bit ridiculous.
No, I understand though. No, man, I completely fucking understand. Like it's weird because it's just like.
Did I say run ripshod? Is it
run rickshaw?
Rickshaw. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. I
thought
it was
sitting here and I was reflecting. I was like, what is that saying? I know it's like sharp. Like I know.
Hashtag neurodivergent squad.
Hey, listen. I don't know yet. I'm nervous about it. I still got to write those assessments. I said I would do.
Lou, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm aware. I don't need to hear the answer. Like
I'm gonna fail the test. I know it.
I'm gonna fail the autism test.
I am.
I mean, listen,
but yeah, I am meticulous when it comes to these things. All right, I am the most meticulous person in all things.
Yeah. Okay.
I am. I'm a meticulous person, Adrian.
You're worrying about, you're like keeping your eye out, your radar out for fucking chicken juice, chicken cancer.
Yeah, I'm looking for all of it.
I remember one time I was cooking something. It might have been chicken, might have been something else, and you're like, well, what if you touch the doorknob? And then I touch the doorknob, and then I rub my eye, and then I get fucking pink eye, and then I get salmonella from the pink eye.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think it works that way. I was like, I don't know, unless you like lick your hand after touching the doorknob or lick the doorknob.
However, remember that time, those fucking recalled onions. I fucking picked up the bag of recalled onions. I put them in the trash. The next thing I did was I got a thing of fruit snacks, put them in my hand, shoved them in my mouth, got salmonella poisoning. So it is not unwarranted that I have these fucking psycho fucking screeds where I'm just like, and then the chicken fucking fuses its over to my fucking windpipe.
Well, okay, hold on. Touching a pack of onions that you know are like...
But I didn't know at the time.
Okay,
I didn't know.
Fair.
I didn't know they had... Remember, because I got super sick like a few days afterwards. I was like pooping to death.
Oh, well then, yeah, that's not your fault then. Yeah,
well,
you can't be blamed
I
for
know,
that.
but I know I can't be blamed, but still,
you
know, like the chicken cancer, all right?
The chicken cancer. Listen, I got salmonella from touching a bag of onions.
I'm meticulous.
And that equals me getting chicken throat paper towel cancer, Adrian. I do. I get the thought process.
Listen, not to invoke she who must not be named, but as we learn from Mad Eye Moody, constant vigilance. And that man only got trapped in a trunk for 9 months.
Yeah. He was constantly vigilant in the trunk. I don't even I'm just like, how do I listen? Okay. All right. Chicken throat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Getting fucking onion salmonella.
I got the vigilant mad eye.
So are you like this with like everything?
I mean, I would think I'm always trying to see where the puck is going.
I was like everything though. Like bed sheets.
I wash my
clothes.
sheets every single week.
Okay. Sex toys. Are you fucking like disinfecting like every time? Because I know I've never heard you go from the fucking bedroom to the sink and drop a fucking dildo in there. I feel like...
So first of all, I don't own a dildo.
You don't. That's true.
So I don't have any inserty toys. I'm not an inserty toy guy.
You got a wand, right?
I do.
Yeah. Not to fucking
here's the deal.
Reveal your secrets.
What a secret.
I jerk off. Oh, God, you caught me.
Well, here's the deal. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Chicken throat cancer. Now, let's talk about sex toys.
All right. Listen, though. Okay?
Okay.
I have 2 forms of masturbation. Okay? 2 forms.
Okay.
All right? One involves a sex toy. The other one does not. All right?
Okay.
If I'm going to watch porn for like 4 hours, I don't need a sex toy.
No
all right?
sex
The
toy.
porn's doing the work of the sex toy.
Okay.
All right?
So you can just like raw dog it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But if I'm bored and I need to like burn 5 minutes.
I'm bored.
I'm like, all right, like you have no idea. You have no fucking idea. I'm like,
fuck it. I got nothing to do. I'm just going to fucking
I like
fire up the wand.
I like finish a task during the day. And I'll be like, I have to do something related to this daily task at this time. And I've got 7 minutes. Let me just scoot on over to the bed and unplug my phone charger here. And it's like, and here's the deal. When I'm doing that, like I'm not taking off my pants. I'm not making it fancy, all right?
Okay, you just
it's
shoving.
over the pants. No, I'm not even shoving. It's over the pants. I don't have time to take my pants off.
Really?
Yeah, listen.
I can't come with my pants on.
Listen.
Well, that's not true.
Listen.
I guess I can, but yeah, never mind. Keep going.
Listen.
Wand pants.
Yeah. So like I need to clean it every time if I'm doing it over the pants?
I mean,
I'm not like spraying it all over the place or something.
Okay. do you clean it after you're not doing it in the over the pants though? Because there's times.
Usually, if I'm not lazy.
How often is that?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
So, chicken.
I can't give you an answer.
Chicken paper towel throat cancer.
Correct. Don't worry about it.
Adrian touched the doorknob.
Correct.
Pink eye cancer.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other things that I'm not thinking
I am
right
the
now.
most neurotic goblin that ever lived.
Okay. fucking love you.
I like.
You're a goblin with anxiety.
I am like, I live in a nasty cave that is the cleanest cave you will ever be. Like, all the drippings are like nicely clean and they're in a row.
You are the cleanest. Like, I don't want to say
person.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to say like nasty motherfucker.
I am very gross though.
Gross, yeah.
I am a very gross person. Yeah.
It's very. I mean, to me, it's endearing. Mostly,
Adrian, there is not a whole hell of a lot of difference between a short man with a lifted truck and my really clean environment mixed with my very nasty personalities. There's, everybody's compensating in
everyone's
America.
doing something. Listen, we wipe the fucking sink out to keep the chaos at bay.
If you fart 3 times more than your partner, they're usually okay with it if you have like a clean environment and it doesn't smell like a fart. Like, as long as like you have the appearance that you don't fart 3 times as much as that person, you're probably gonna be fine.
You're like, this is why we light the incense. This is why. No, I'm joking. I mean, listen, fair. It's fair. I can't disagree.
I'm constantly in a state of like having to shower because I smell like an onion for goddamn. I have no idea reason why.
And
I'm pretty sure it's the medication, like because that got worse after the medication. So sometimes I'm just like, I'll just take a shower in the middle of the day. I don't care.
I understand that.
There are times now the summer's here too. It's just like
oh yeah. There are times where I just smell myself and I'm like, okay, it's time.
Gross.
There was a time where I literally showered before bed and I woke up. And I'm like, I smell horrific.
Yeah, I think you've heard me like shower a few times in the morning, so I'll just wake up and I'm like, ew, I'm gross.
Yeah, I'll do that on the weekends a lot.
To be fair, sometimes in those mornings, it's after one of those 4-hour guys, and I ain't getting up after that. No. Yeah, I'm waking up with crust in between my thighs, all right? That's what's happening.
You've really changed my mind on the fucking like...
if you're going to wash your sheets, I wash my sheets every week if you're going to do that. And if you do it before your partner comes over, you're golden.
You're fine.
Golden.
And with me being
don't even worry about it.
Me being asexual.
Just come all over the sheets. Just streak them. Make them snow leopard sheets. All right.
I used to always have black sheets.
Hashtag make it snow leopard sheets.
I used to. Oh my god, Lou. I used to always have like black sheets and shit when I lived with the other dudes. Well, the dudes. Not the other dudes.
Are you telling me that you recklessly masturbated on that bed like how I recklessly look for porn without incognito mode or any of that shit?
Yeah, you know why I stopped looking at incognito mode, right? Motherfuckers be using my computer and they're like, why are you looking up asking fucking questions? Like, you can handle that. You're like cool under fire. You're like James motherfucking Bond. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
When someone brings up some you have an answer.
I do.
You can bounce it back. Me, I immediately freeze for no particular reason because I don't know how to say it. And then, like, that makes you look worse. And then I get sweaty. And then I look like I'm doing something wrong. And then, like, it's a problem.
What are we talking about again?
It fucking, like, incognito mode. That's why. Because I've had too many people use my computer and then make some fucking comment. And
I follow. Yeah, I think I missed the beginning part of the sentence.
I can't deal
Sorry.
with that. Like, if it were,
Listen.
like, I probably nowadays, I don't care as much. Now, it's just more out of habit. I do it nowadays.
Impromptu story time.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you about the time during my going away party for my job in college at my apartment? Did I ever tell you that while we were watching the movie for my going away party, my vibrator just turned on in my room? And not only that, I had packed up a majority of the apartment, and there were huge, heavy boxes in front of the dresser. There was about 10 minutes where the movie was paused. No one was talking. And you know what I did? I turned it off. I sat back down. I unpaused the movie. And like a fucking boss, I never said a goddamn word.
Well, respect to those people for also not.
No one said anything.
Yeah.
No one was going to acknowledge it. And also, not a person in that room was probably surprised.
No.
Also, that has never happened to me before or since. It is like I have told you, I'm like, my staunch commitment to atheism is the only thing that keeps me sane. Because, like, when shit like that constantly happens to me where I'm like, this shit would only happen in a movie, I swear to fucking God.
No, I understand.
It's like when I bought drugs the first time, the fucking sign, I look up and it's like, did Seth Rogen write this scene? Like, what the fuck is going on?
There are times where certain things happen where it's like, I do feel like, I get why people get main character syndrome.
Yeah, or believe in, like, shit like that. Or like that there's a divine plan or whatever.
There have been times in my life
Yeah.
I've had so many close calls where I'm just like, this is why people believe in God.
Yep. Oh,
100% why people believe in God. And obviously, it's literally luck. It's just sheer fucking luck.
It's luck and picking up the patterns. Yep. That's all.
Luck, circumstance, and pattern picking. Yep. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, so I had my weird sex toys story. When we were kind of like chatting about this a little bit, like it was kind of adjacent.
Yeah.
But you said that you had a story about sex toy cleanliness.
I did.
Now that I've given up the
shared.
goat. No one. I'm never gonna get laid. Like I had this problem in high school too, and I'm gonna have this problem in life because I'm just like, and then I fucking jerk off and don't clean up after myself. I'm fucking gross.
You also like shower meticulously every single day.
I do. I shower like twice a day.
you brush your teeth twice a day. You keep up on yourself. Like
I am like cleanly, but I'm also really fucking gross.
Yeah. You're that clean gross.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm clean gross.
You're not like gross in the way that Ziggy's gross. Yes.
It's like fat thin. I'm clean gross.
You're clean gross.
I'm like John Mulaney's back. Like a dolphin my back. I think about that all the time. So sad. I'm probably never gonna watch. Like I just can't. I can't watch the new one. I can't do it.
I'm not going to.
I know that's kind of like closed-minded of me, but I'm just like I don't want to get depressed.
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm gonna get depressed.
Yeah, well, I've also seen enough of it.
Oh, did you watch some of it?
I've just seen bits of it here and there.
Oh, like clips of it and stuff, like online. Anything? Really. I haven't heard a buzz. Like I haven't heard. Oh, it's not like Kid Gorgeous or new Kid in Town.
No one is talking about it. No one is talking about it.
That's not good.
No, it's just him kind of talking and ranting a bit about his situation, which I understand, but I'm kind of past caring about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, make me laugh. I don't care about your life story.
Like,
right
not
now.
to be an asshole.
Yeah, like I don't really want to.
I think you could talk about that in a creative way, but like you got to be Bo Burnham.
Yeah, or something like Bo Burnham might be the last great comedian. I mean, obviously, like an age because like Bill Burr and other really good comedians are like older than him. That's what I mean. Although, to be fair, it's not like I'm not like looking at Gen Z like, where's all the stand-ups at? So it's like, what the fuck do I know? But anyway, tell me your weird sex toy story with these people, these once kind of friends of ours.
Yes, yes. So when I was dating one of my exes, let's call him Ed.
All right.
When I was dating Ed, I would go over to his house. Ed's house was pretty fucking gross, admittedly.
Not clean gross.
No, just gross. You fucking grossly gross. And he lived with I've talked about them.
Tony
and Pepper. And they were all nasty, but like,
oh god.
So you know how when most people use sex toys, if they're gonna use it a lot. So one thing I know that some people do is they'll put like condoms on them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or the alternative is if you're just using like a dildo or a strap-on, you clean it afterwards.
Yeah, when I did use sex toys, I would usually use like condoms, like inserty toys, because I didn't like having to get up and like immediately clean them. Like,
I've used condoms on my toys.
Fun. Yeah, it's just not fun for me. But
it's so much easier to fucking deal with.
Yeah.
So they didn't either.
I'm not surprised.
Not
to be mean, but
no, when they fucking moved out though.
Oh god.
Ed found
oh god. Oh no.
So they started using condoms right towards the end.
Okay.
But then Ed just found a pile of like used sex toy condoms. And then like
the Fapkins?
Yes. but used condoms. Yes.
It just occurred to me what was on them. I don't know why. It just took a minute for it to travel into the comprehension part of my brain. Because I was like, ew, and then someone was like, oh my god.
Your face. I saw the whole
like the light turned on and everything. Like I was just like, even as I was doing it, I was like, oh, I bet someone watching this in real time. Because it's just like,
I'm pretty sure like he found like one of their sex toys. And yeah, I remember the pile of fucking abuse guy. And I can tell you not to gross you out. The smell.
Oh god! I can smell it! It's smelly!
It's the smelly smell that smells
smelly. No. So it's so funny that you say that. It's so funny that you mention that. I got a sidebar again here. So I'm driving with the windows down listening to Ween. I'm having a great time. Well, there was a pocket of road down past the park before you hit the high school, where like the air is cooler because it dips down after that hill area. You know what I'm talking about, where they're like those houses on the one side and like there's like the church or whatever, because there's like 87 churches around us.
There's a lot of churches.
There have to be at least 15 churches within like a couple mile radius of our house. Like, no joke.
We could literally walk to like 15 different churches.
And they're all different denominations. There's not a single one that is like the same type of church.
It's not like O'Fallon where it's just like 5 churches, but they're all Catholic churches.
Yeah.
Every motherfucker denomination.
But no Catholic churches out here, though.
None. Did you go to O'Fallon for that?
I guess. No, anyway.
Much like most Christians, they hate Catholics, and Catholics hate most other Christians, so here we are.
So I'm driving down, right? And you know the semen trees? Those trees that smell like a certain type of semen?
Yes.
They're bleached semen trees, all right? I guess they bloomed later or something, because usually by this time, they're like done. I don't know what, or if like someone cut one down and it was like dying, but it was so potent in the air that I could taste it in the back of my throat, and it immediately put me back to when I found all those fucking Fapkins. And I am driving like 50 and a 30, listening to Ween at full fucking volume while I'm like dry heaving, thinking about my ex-fiance's cum, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, Lou.
That's what happened to me a couple days ago.
I can just see it.
Yes! I'm like, on your knees, you big booty.
Listen, if I would have had to pick you up from the hospital because you hit a tree, I would have understood.
Second time in my life.
You're like, Adrian, I'm sorry, but I smelt the cum trees.
I smelt it and it was smelly, and then I fucking vomited all over my windshield. Accurate.
I just imagined like both of the smells in the same room, and I was just like,
why?
Yeah, I know. No, you don't need to go deeper.
Those are 2 smells that are so potent that they could make a baby.
Oh my god. Honestly? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Just like a 13-year-old like child just steps out of nowhere.
Just out of a fucking portal like it's dark.
Yeah. Hello, fathers. Just like that. There you go.
Oh man, that's rough.
It's fucking bad.
So, to switch gears slightly, but still in the disgusting realm, I feel it's certainly in some people's opinions, I would think. So, we want to add another service to the WASM John Peters multiverse.
Yes.
Is it WASM presents the John Peters multiverse, or John Peters presents the WASM multiverse?
Ooh, I think it's the WASM presents the John Peters multiverse.
Okay, that's what I thought. That makes the most sense, but I was like, no, in my luck,
we're partnered with John Peters. Look at the asterisks. Don't
check the time code.
Not actually affiliated with
John
Peters.
Actually. Yeah. So we were chatting. We want to come up with another service to kind of like walk alongside Corpse Hotel.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like
we got the hospice
This
care.
is gonna be a network of degenerate services. That's what I want to make this.
We have the hospice care.
Yeah.
That feeds into the Corpse Hotel.
Yes, correct.
Because we love helping the elderly.
We do. We care about elderly
people.
We
do. We're giving them nice hospice care.
You know what else we care about? Preventing serial killers.
We do. It's our number one goal. It's number one goal here at WASM, to stop serial killers. It's why we partner with the furries.
Yes.
Yes, it's why we work with the furries. The furries are doing great, but they need help. The
furries need assistance.
They can't do it alone, guys. They can't do it alone.
So how did we? I don't remember how we originally got on this topic. Like this service, like how it started. So you sent me a meme the other day. It was from SpongeBob.
It was.
And that is from the actual episode,
correct?
It is. Yeah.
It is. They hang out with Mr. Krabs because he wants to be young.
That's right.
Yeah, they're gonna show him all the cool spots to hang out. And they're fucking dorks.
And so Patrick says, "Fine, I guess you're gonna miss the Panty raid."
I love how it zooms into his face.
Yes.
The Panty raid.
And like the face that he makes is amazing. And And I said, and I replied to you, this isn't even a meme. I'm pretty sure this is just the episode. Alternatively, I sent you the Gary Elway's gif of him just like blinking confused. and then I said, thirdly, I don't want to miss the panty raid. How can I avoid this? And you told me that because I was a Ween fan, I'm automatically invited to the panty raid to start.
It's an agreement, an official agreement.
Yeah.
Between the Boognish and WASM HQ.
And
the
what,
federal government.
And what did you tell me about Dean and Jean?
Well, Dean and Jean are the federal panty raid inspectors.
They're the official.
Yes. If you want to host a panty raid, you have to get there inspected.
You have to, they have to inspect your situation.
Yes, they have to inspect your situation, make sure that you you can meet the criteria to have a panty raid.
So in WASM's John Peters multiverse, Dean and Jean Ween are official federal panty raid inspectors.
Yes,
this is correct.
They
are
licensed.
So here's what we're pitching, folks. What we're pitching is that we want to host consensual panty raids, all right? We don't like this shit in the 70s, like in Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds and all that shit.
That shit's gross.
That's icky.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take away something fun. I don't want to take away something horny.
There might be some fucking people, and
we just gotta come up with consenting rules here, people.
Maybe you're a Gen Xer and you saw Animal House, and you're like, I don't know if there's a panty raid in that movie.
I've never
seen
time.
it. I refuse to watch it. It just looks like a piece of shit to me. Yeah, it looks dumb.
It's my opinion. It's John Belushi's worst movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that from other people too. I've seen Porky's. I don't think that movie's gonna do anything Porky's didn't already do. Porky's literally had a dude get his dick grabbed from a hole. Peepin' Tom.
Hot.
Yeah, go watch that movie you want to, I guess.
Well, who doesn't like a glory hole? That's what I've always said.
It is a good glory hole. So
it's on my family crest. I was pretty far away from the mic. I don't know if it got that, but I said it's on my family crest.
I love you.
No, but yeah, so we wanna set up like a system, a network, like people who want to raid panties, and then people who want to have their panties raided.
Perhaps you're a Gen Xer, you saw Porky's, you saw Revenge of the Nerds, and you're like, man, I would love to have that.
I'd love to relive that.
But I can't do that because
it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate.
It's aged poorly.
I mean, who the fuck would I get to raid my panties, and/or whose panties would I raid? And you're in luck. WASM is once again here to fill a fucking service that no one asked for, but all of you wanted.
You just didn't know it.
You just didn't know it.
That's what we do.
Did.
That's fucking right. We're sorry, Red Letter Media. We apologize.
We apologize profusely. A retraction, perhaps? No.
No. So that's what we're pitching. It's good, and Dean and Jean have to come to your house to inspect everything to make everything's good. Everyone knows the rules, and then they sign off on it.
And if you can't find like two parties, maybe you can have two parties, and we can just kind of host. We can provide equipment, stuff you need. Panties can be provided. We prefer you to bring your own, but we do have some.
Because we can have separate packages. Because like we can have a package where they get caught. We can have a package where they don't get caught. Inside the package where they get caught, do they have sex? Do they not have sex? See, I'm thinking fourth dimensionally here. People join my club.
We provide a DM to keep an eye on.
Invest now.
A dungeon master to keep an eye, make sure no one's doing anything bad. You know, like WASM is the full package, guys.
It really is.
And then, if you were to have a heart attack because of how good of a time you had, which would not at all, we would not be liable.
We would not be legally liable for that. We are sorry about that.
However, you can have your body immediately donated to the Corpse Hotel for a discount on your panty rate. So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. It's they're kind of feeding into each other, guys. These are services that lift each other up.
Yeah, see, these are socialist services where they all kind of pool their resources together and they network in between. They're all working together.
Do you like Bernie Sanders? Then you would like our panty raid service.
I want that on a fucking shirt. And then I want Bernie Sanders to come across someone wearing it, and I want that person to then call me and tell me what happened.
Could you explain this shirt to me, please?
And at that point, person, you have every right to enact the Duffy defense, which is don't worry about, walk away, find a door, slam it.
Yes, because then in the best case scenario or the worst case, depending on how you view it, Bernie Sanders finds the podcast and is the most confused man. And Bernie's like, I do love the youth, but also, and he just stares at the wall for a few minutes, gets up and goes to bed.
So I don't know if we segue into the next topic, but speaking of services.
Well, listen.
Bedroom services.
Listen, much like we are a full service industry.
We are a full service industry.
Podcasts, corpse hotel, fucking panty raid services, hospice care.
It's true.
We're kind of putting a foot in everything.
We're branching out. We're growing our brand, guys.
Yes.
Come on. Invest in us.
Invest
in us.
The people who invest in TYT, you could have given us the $20 million. And the money would go.
Listen, I'll take 20,000. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'll take 200. like honestly, just send what you want to send. Remember, our Patreon is patreon.com/withouta-straight-man.
Woohoo! So I work at this place.
You do work at a place.
I work at a place.
How else could it be described besides a place?
I definitely, every morning I get up, I log in, and I work inside of a virtual place.
Yes. A prison in your own mind, so to speak.
A prison of my own making.
Yeah. Yeah.
At my job, people travel a lot, and they get reimbursed through various sources within the institution I work at. Yeah. And so I'm responsible for facilitating all of that. And boy, everybody wants to save money right now, and I think that's good. I think that's cool and fine. I don't really have a problem with it. The problem becomes when 2 or 3 people split a room. One of them paid for the room, yes, but all of them are asking for reimbursement equally, but they don't have the receipts for that, so the school won't reimburse them, and then everybody's arguing about who owes what where, and
because they can't work that out ahead of time.
No,
that would require planning.
Yeah, and a lot of it too is it's communicated to me piecemeal, over the course of several days or weeks, and I don't always remember because sometimes you'll have multiple expense reports.
Yes.
I think
they can't just send you an email with all of it.
I think I have oh boy, between the advances and for the trips that have already been gone on, I think I have 12 open requests. That seems too little, but.
I know you'll get pictures JPEG ass
photos
of receipts,
180p receipts. Be can you reimburse me for this? And I can't even read what's alcohol and what's not.
You can't even tell if it's numbers or just squiggles. You get literally. You showed me
So I want to talk about this one specific thing because you made a joke about it. I don't think we should go full nuclear option on that one, but so. I had this issue with this one request in particular, right? Where this person, they were in San Francisco, which is very expensive. And so these 2 dudes and a student, they a student, a college student, a graduate student. I don't want to make it weird.
No, he's older enough.
Yeah, they're all within 10 years age of each other. And so they're sharing this room. They're in the same program, working on the same shit. And so they share a room, but only the 2, not the student, but the 2 guys, they wind up splitting the room because it's expensive and all this stuff. And the student makes $3 in a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
So trying to help them. But the way that they worded it originally was that it was split 3 ways, but it didn't make any sense. So it took me a little bit to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then when they split it, there was 3 months between the 2 people who split it when they sent in their reports because one of them forgot, and the person who is the next approver after me sent it back 2 or 3 times, and all 3 times she asked me, "Hey, is this only charged one time?" And I'm like, "Yes, he's only requesting it once. It doesn't even matter if he got charged twice. He's only requesting it once. Stop asking. I've already answered." And it's just
well, yeah, but did he?
To me, listen, I know they want to save money on the grant, but
shit,
bro.
Hey, they need to spend money on their staff, clearly.
In a lot of areas. Well, we were talking about I got an email after I was just checking my emails. They absorbed the facilities of our institution into the main institution, and now there's nobody to inspect some of our equipment and fire extinguishers. So now the lab managers or us, the admins, are supposed to do it. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work.
Yeah. I mean, you just like look at the fire extinguisher and say, yeah, it's good, and just walk away. And then if the building catches on fire, just remind them that they probably should have hired someone who knew what the fuck they were doing.
I'm going to look you in the face and I'll be 100% honest right now. If they make me do the job, that's probably what's going to happen.
You just send me a picture.
And the problem is like, I know how irresponsible as a full-ass adult that would be to reply in that email, but I don't want to fucking be responsible for checking the fucking fire extinguisher.
It shouldn't be your responsibility.
I'm an admin. Like, I don't understand it. Like,
no, they need to hire facilities people to do that.
It's fucking wild that the school facility. Like, honestly, if I was our director, I would go to the chair and be like, "No, you fix this. This is no."
Yeah, I'm not having my staff do this. You can just get marked down on your reports. That's what I would tell them.
Yeah, like it's just
because a fire marshal will come by and he'll check. And as someone who worked at a McDonald's, who's all 4 fire extinguishers were empty, the fire marshal gets really, really mad if you don't have any fire extinguishers. Like to the level where he will threaten to shut your fucking business down.
Yeah, and I mean as they should.
Yes.
Because your fucking building will burn down. Like it's just like we have like these huge we have a lot of this like big equipment. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like if any of it fails or like catches on fire, and like we deal with chemicals too, and it has to do with the emergency showers and eye washing stations.
Imagining someone grabs a fire extinguisher and it just shoots like fucking snakes out of it, like the fucking like the
oh my god,
you know what I mean? Like
like it's just like like the
gasoline.
What's crazy is it would be such the perfect place to work if the levels of cognitive dissonance didn't exist. Like it is unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me with the hotel room.
Yeah.
It was an uncomfortable situation. Was that what it was, or like it was kind of?
No, I don't think anything was like uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, just like
Well, let me tell you what really happened.
Oh no.
I'm gonna tell you what really happened in this room. Okay, let me tell you, because that's why they were struggling to figure out how it was paid.
Oh no.
It's confusing.
Okay,
so listen, they get to San Francisco, okay? And
oh shit, now that you mention, oh no.
While you're in San Francisco, you got 3 dudes in a hotel room.
Hot. I'm listening.
2 of them have known each other for a long time.
It's getting hotter, tell me more.
They've worked together.
Okie dokie. Now we're talking. I'm picturing it in my mind.
You picture it in your mind. One kind of looks a bit like a... Like
I would not describe them. Don't do it.
No, hold on. I'm not going full tilt here. No,
don't.
I'm not launching the nuke. I promise. I swear.
I'm not gonna launch the nuke.
One of them kind of looks like Colossal is crazy. One kind of looks like a very kindly meathead who's not a meathead.
Yeah. That's actually pretty accurate.
The other way I would describe the first one is he kind of looks like a Nazi.
No. Clown and Quentin reviews.
Yes,
that's
it's like okay. So
picture
Colossal,
them in your mind. It's Colossal and Quentin.
In fact, I will refer to them as Colossal and Quentin.
There we go.
So Colossal and Quentin.
Pyro is the third person.
Yes. Okay. So we got Quentin and we got Clown. Colossal. Should I just call him Clown? I'm just call Quentin and Clown. So Quentin and Clown have known each other for a long time. They worked together for a long time.
Okay.
All right, and then they arrive in San Francisco. You know, the gayest place on the earth.
Quentin's into it.
Quentin's very into it. Quentin is very excited.
He's on it.
He is really excited. He's been waiting for this trip. He's marked it in his calendar. And Colossal, like he always looks kind of mad, but like, he's kind of excited. Probably hard to tell. So he gets there and they go do their conferences and their stuff. And then they get back to the room. And at this point there's been about $1,200 worth of liquor in them.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because this is
everybody's getting fucked up.
Everyone's getting fucked up. So Pyro, who's always exhausted looking.
Pyro is always exhausted looking.
Always tired, doesn't want to be there, but is there for some reason. Just waiting to go to bed. Real fucking tired.
Okay.
And he's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you. You enjoy your drinks. I'm gonna go upstairs."
Okay.
So he leaves, and like an hour later, after like another $1,200 worth of drinks.
That's a lot in an hour.
Hey, they're in San Francisco. All right.
Okay, good point.
Yeah,
fair point.
Everything. Listen, they might just be getting one vodka tonic and it's $1,200. We don't know. Like, all I know is San Francisco is expensive.
Okay.
So they're in San Francisco. They go up the elevator, and it's just a normal elevator this time. So they get up the elevator.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, lucky for them.
Thank the Boognish.
Thank the Boognish.
He provided.
The Boognish looked at them and was like, they're already taking care of themselves. We don't got up here. The Boognish decides where the elevator goes. That's the important thing to remember, kids. So, the Boognish and me, of course. The Boognish is secret agent Addy.
Shut the fuck
up. So, okay, they go upstairs, they go up the normal elevator, they get to the room, and they're smashed.
They're smashed, all right?
They're fucking smashed.
All right?
And they go up to the room, and Pyro is just, like, about to fall asleep finally. Pyro's nearly asleep. And then Clown and Quentin just start making out.
Oh, God!
Heavily making out. And then,
Are you inside my laptop?
Maybe. Making out heavily.
Okay.
And then they just start going to town. Like, Quentin jumps on the bed. Like, he's ripped his pants off, and he's like, do it, Clown. Fucking take me, Daddy. And then Clown hops on, and he's like, oh, yes, Quentin, yes. I can't speak in a British accent, but yes. And then he just starts fucking hammering that asshole. And here's Pyro staring silently at the ceiling, like just accepting that he's not going to sleep tonight.
This sounds like that scene in fucking Parasite. The reason I won't fucking rewatch that goddamn movie.
I love that movie.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
It's just quietly staring.
Oh my god.
Just waiting, hoping.
Oh my god.
Well, they can't go on too long.
Oh
right?
god.
And then suddenly it's 5:30, and then Quentin is like, oh.
They gotta be up for their first event at like 7
a.m.
And
they both just hop in the shower, have a cup of coffee, and they're like, Pyro, are you gonna fucking get up, man? Like, we got a conference to go to. You gotta start waking up on time. And Pyro just sighs. Bleary-eyed, and gets up to not get any per diem or anything. Like, just not getting any money out of this. Just $3 and a peanut butter sandwich, and
pretty much.
This is the life, right? This is what I wanted. Pyro asks himself as he looks off into the stars, and that's all I could imagine when you told me that story. Like, that's how my brain works.
It's the only thing I imagine.
Obviously, there was a worse version that I will not go into. It did get dirtier. It did get much dirtier, the version I told before the podcast, but we can't go into it for various reasons. Various reasons.
I am going to re-listen to this, and I'm going to want to shoot myself.
I mean, listen. We can always cut it.
That is probably what's going to happen. Although it was funny.
If nothing else...
It's just because it's just like, man...
Yeah, if nothing else...
Those people know who they are.
Do they, though? Do they listen to the podcast, though, any of them?
They say they do.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I don't fucking believe that.
But this would be the ultimate test, wouldn't it?
I mean, this would be the way to know.
Yes, it would. I don't know if it's the way I want to find out.
If you get called into an HR meeting and they're like, hey, Lou, so we heard your podcast.
Oh, my God. My worst fear.
At that point, I would just get up and be like, it was good working with you guys. I'm just going to leave.
Yep.
At that point, like, you just get up and go. Or they're like, we were listening to your podcast. They lock the door. And
they're
God. Like, listen. No, I'm joking.
God.
We're listening to the podcast, and that was really fucking hot. And that's all. And they let you go.
Is that in an HR meeting?
Yeah.
Or is that like they pull me into the room separately, HR?
HR is like, initially I thought this was going to be pretty bad, but I listened to it. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Oh, my God.
It's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I masturbated to this, and you're like,
oh, my God.
And you're like, ma'am, you're human resources, right? And she's like, yes. I'm the only human resources person left. Everyone else was let go.
And they just stare into my eyes, like burning me with their retinas. So let me tell you, this reminds me, it's giving me numb-like flashbacks to when the principal confiscated my disgusting notebooks full of fan fiction, and then I had to look him in the face as he read nasty, disgusting depictions of really gross shit. Like, and I'm 12, and I'm wearing a fucking tie, and he's got to look at this 12-year-old child.
I know the principal, too.
Like, the fact, I just remember, close the book, slides over, he's like, I want to hear you working on this in class again, okay? And I'm like, yep, and I never did.
Can I be honest with you? I respect that.
Yeah, that's what it was, because he looked at it, and he
knew. He had to have known, like, kids do this shit. This is what kids do.
He's looking at it, he's like...
I loved him. I loved that dude.
And he's like, tell you what. And he closed the notebook. He's like, I don't want to hear that you've been writing this in class anymore, and I'm just going to forget about it. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't. I never rode in class again. To me, that is the best way to get me to stop doing shit, which is just to be like, do you know what you did? And I'm like, I know what I did.
The greatest deal you will ever be offered, truly. That deal don't come around a lot.
Nope.
I don't think I ever was offered a deal like that.
I'm gonna tell you, being a brown noser saved me because I had a good rapport with all of those principals and all of the teachers, and that's the only thing that saved my ass time and time.
If I would have got caught with that notebook, I would have been fucking expelled.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They would have been like, oh my God, you're probably essaying all the students. They just start finding all the essay allegations that like all the teachers have perpetrated, and they just start slamming them on you.
There's like a picture, and it's clearly like a 90-year-old teacher, and like they just have my face like crudely slapped on, and I'm like,
I'm sure she's dead now, but it's fucking Miss Peeper.
I'm like, I'm taller than her as I'm like 12 years old. I'm like, I'm already taller than her. Come on.
She's like, what? Like 4 foot tall? So fucking tiny.
She was very short.
No, but no. But yeah. Like, yes, you would have totally been like...
I would have... That would
like, it's such a dark thing to say, but it's probably true. There's a statistical likelihood that would have happened.
There was one student who flashed the bus her tits.
That's right.
She got 1 week. I flashed the bus my ass. No penis. No ball.
Penis.
Just butt.
Just
no
butt.
hole.
No hole.
Just cheeks.
Just cheeks.
I was suspended in total. I think by the end it was like 170. Like, it was between 170 to 190 days. Like the majority of a year. I don't even know how much a school year is. How much?
Adrian?
How much? It was really early into the school year.
You missed like the whole year, right?
Just about. So, I came back the last semester.
So, you know what they should call you?
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Just Cheeks Galley.
Adrian Just Cheeks Galley.
Listen,
I want that on a shirt.
No.
Oh my God.
You're Just Cheeks, and I'm OG ass.
We need WASM sports jerseys.
Just Cheeks and OG ass.
OG ass. Oh my God. It's fucking good. I like for real. Like they were not a fan.
No.
One girl flipped the principal off.
Yeah.
And they kicked me off the bus for it. And then later they were like, "Yeah, we did find video footage that she did it. Sorry about that." And I was like, "You kicked me off for like 2 weeks." And they're like, "Yeah, sorry about that, sport." And I'm like, "I hope you fucking kill yourselves." And they're like, "We're gonna give you detention for that." I'm just like,
yeah, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
No, but
this is why you do pot in freshman year. Like, you just fucking listen. No.
All right. If you say so. Speaking of pot and drugs and stuff and things and stuff and
is it time?
Things. So we went on a trip together.
We did.
Not a mushroom trip this time.
No.
No, we I got tickets. I got us tickets to go see Les Claypool's Fearless Flying Frog Brigade.
Don't you mean
did it?
Colonel Les Claypool?
I did. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, no. Colonel Les Claypool. Yeah, like Purple Onion, the name of the album for that side projects, like
he has a lot of side projects.
Yeah, like each side project that he has like 5, 6, 7. He's a lot.
Yeah, he's a lot.
It seems like it's so many.
And it's all Les Claypool, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and so it's all got that Les Claypool flavor.
It does.
And Purple Onion was like, it came out in 2002. I've loved it. I was like 10 when it came out. I played it all the time. And so like when I found out they were touring again, because I'm on his website or whatever, on Primus's website, I'm part of their I'm signed up to like 3 bands fan clubs. So that way whenever there's tickets, they'll send me like the pre-sale information. So it's like, they send me that, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to go.
Because they haven't toured together since then,
No,
right?
like, he's never toured with that. Like, well, the thing is, it's not like Sean Lennon wasn't in the band, you know? Like, they didn't start working together until, like, 2015, I think. And, like, I don't know if those other people, like, I think it's just, like, an idea that he had.
Yes, a concept
Yeah, he hasn't played under that moniker in 20 years. And so, I was just like, we gotta go. Yeah. And we had talked about going to Kansas City a few times.
And we had listened to the album together.
Yeah, and so I was like, all right, well, we gotta do that. And so we drove out there, which was like the only nightmare of the trip. Driving in Kansas City is cancer.
Yeah, well, the fucking GPS kept bucking up,
That too, and it's like there's like 6 highways that converge in the city, and it's extremely confusing.
It was really hard. Like you and I both had to like watch the GPS, and like decipher what road was what, and I had to usually read the exit and then figure out. Yeah. And sometimes they just didn't have a sign up anywhere, and it's just like, How are you worse than St. Louis?
And then there's like there were all those like there'd be like 5 lanes going one way, and there'd be all those like crossroads, but they'd be like cut off here, and it was like a Sim City built road. It was very weird, and I was getting so pissed off because we kept having to like turn around and shit.
Well, we had to drive into Kansas to get turned around.
Yeah, well, and also the hotel.
Yeah, we found out
was actually in Kansas, not in Missouri.
We planned this whole weed trip. Like we bought weed.
Yeah, we brought all this shit.
Brought baby pee.
Yeah.
It was a little bong.
Yeah.
Little baby bong.
Yeah.
And we were literally like right on the side. Like right, almost like on the fucking line.
Yeah, we're 2 streets over from the state line road. Yeah.
So it's just like we're like, is this gonna be like a thing? Like we gotta worry?
We got like nothing happened.
No, literally I never saw a single fucking cop.
Yeah, it seemed like that area they probably just don't send them out there.
I can't imagine. Like if you're a hotel and you're on the line, are you gonna turn away the customers who show up and smoke weed in your parking lot if they're not causing any trouble in your hotel room?
Yeah.
Like if I'm a hotel manager, like a night manager, and then someone's like, I think they're smoking pot in their car, and I'm like, really? That's awesome. They're not smoking pot in the room.
Yeah.
Like good on them for smoking pot in the car.
Yeah, for like being respectful.
And also, ma'am, leave our guests alone. Like you fucking snoop.
Yeah, it was a pretty all right hotel.
It was a chill.
The towel rack. So we had this bent towel. So the towel rack above the toilet was bent, and so I call you in there, and you're like, oh man, they must have ripped that towel off really hard, and I was like, you asexual motherfucker. Someone was getting fucked over the toilet to watch themselves fuck in the mirror, and the fucking bitch or whoever bent the goddamn thingamabob.
There was the other one that he would have held on to. And it was also bent a little bit because you showed me that there was like one near the shower that was also
no, because it was an alternative idea that we had that maybe they were using that when they were getting out of the shower. But there was a handicap like thing, so we're like, well, it's definitely not that. My fuck theory is the correct theory.
Yes.
My fuck theory is the correct theory because there was literally a handle right there for them to get in and out. So like, that's not to say that someone didn't notice, but like, I'm going to be honest, I would never think to grab a towel rack.
I also would never think to get on the toilet side.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, because that's the toilet side. Like if I did, I'd get on the middle maybe.
Yeah.
Open it up all the way.
Yeah, so it's definitely because somebody bent it while fucking.
Yes.
100%.
No, when you showed it to me and I looked at the mirror, I'm like, oh my God.
You literally, whoever is doing the person from behind, it's like a perfect shot. It's perfect.
We've joked.
The lighting is beautiful. It's great.
The moment I accepted I was asexual, I just like took all my sex knowledge and just like threw it in the ocean.
Yeah, did you like grind it up and just...
I did. I grinded
like
it up and smoked
in the wind.
it. Yeah, I was like, I don't need this shit anymore.
Yep. All my sex knowledge, goodbye.
And then people will talk to me, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, innocent thing," and everyone's like looking at me like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And I'm like, "In ways, yeah. Why do you ask? Is this a sex thing?" And they're like, "Yeah, Adrian, this is a sex thing." And it was probably like I don't know, like the most basic ass like fucking butthole fucking joke or some shit. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess that was butthole."
I guess that is a butthole.
You
joke.
point out like jokes in movies, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess that is a sex joke." And I'm like, fucking.
I'm looking for him. Like I got a nose of a bloodhound for a
It's
nasty
really bad
joke.
because I'm trying to write a sex scene right now, so I got to relearn my sex knowledge.
I was just gonna fucking say something. I picture you write the entire misery verse.
Yes.
But it's like in sections. There's like 80 pages here, 30 pages here, 80 pages here, 70 pages here, and I'm like, why is it like this? You're like, couldn't write any of the sex scenes. Can you make it? Can you glue it together? And I'm like, I got just the paste for that, you know.
It may end up. I'm trying.
It is the one area of writing where I just really shine.
Reading your stuff helps me because I'm like, oh yeah, like Adrian,
you can describe it that way.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'm like, well, I can't write it that way, and then I'm like, yeah, you can. What the fuck? Glue spent $120,000, and they write it perfectly fine. You're overthinking it, you bitch.
Well, like the other thing is it's like. It is like it's something that you really do have to practice and learn because like. The thing is like for me anyway, I want to spend time in the scene.
Yeah.
And like a blowjob doesn't occur in 2 minutes. I mean, if it's anyway. So I'm not going to go down that path. So that's not. You got to describe it. You got to narrativize it. You got to think through it. Yes. But there's only so many ways you can say, and then they suck their cock. There's always so many ways. And so you got to finesse it. You got to massage it. You got to come up with the words. You got to own a thesaurus. You got to own a synonym box where you Google the thing. I don't know.
I have a, I do need to buy a thesaurus, but I do have a bookmark. And I'll look up. I've been thesaurusing fucking words on Google.
Yeah, because it's like, it's so hard to come.
That's what always kills me is the words thing. Like,
yeah,
my vocabulary has gotten so much better, but I'm still bad at pulling a lot of the words that I know.
Yeah, it's like I always have an issue. Like I'll know adjacent words, and I'm like, that's not a sexy word. Yes. I gotta find a sexier word for that. Like, man, slide, glide, all those. It's just like there's only like 5 of those.
Yes.
And it's just like you can only use those so many times, especially if you're gonna write a sex scene that's like 10,000 plus words, like I usually do. Yeah. It's like I gotta think of every word and every description that I can.
I'm trying to write like a chatty sex scene too, like it's very chatty, like like fucking like this. Exactly, like they're gonna be talking and fucking doing things, and it's very like.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah,
lots of dialogue.
Lots of dialogue.
Lots of dialogue.
Like college dorm room sex, like fucking
Yeah, like written porn, what makes it the hottest is the dialogue.
Yeah, and I got the characters. I got a lot of it figured out. It's just like I gotta find the words and piece them together. Because I have never wanted to write a sex scene. This is your influence, I swear. No, I'm joking.
Good, that's a good influence.
I think it is. I've never wanted to write a sex scene quite as much, but I'm like, no, the sex scene is emotional. It means something. Like it's important sex scene.
You can
Not
pour
because of the
so
sex
much character development,
yes.
and you can forward so much emotional plot in a sex scene.
Yes.
Okay? There's so much you can do.
Yes.
And people don't even count. It's not just the sex scene. It's the lead up. Yeah. It's the fucking after. There's the how do you figure it out? How do you get in? How do you get out?
Me deciding that they would fuck in college fixed so many issues that I didn't even realize it would fix. It's like, oh, them just fucking.
Just gotta fuck more. That's the solution to.
Can I be honest with you? Yes. Because me holding off the sex until the end didn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, that's not reality. No one waits to fuck until they get to Colorado. That's not how this fucking works. Like, I mean, come on.
I want that on a shirt. Nobody waits to fuck till they get to Colorado. Yeah. That.
You don't hop a fucking train. I'm not saying they're gonna fuck on the train.
That is a shirt for exactly 2 people.
It is. You and me. You and I.
And don't wait to fuck till you get to Colorado. Okay.
It's great.
It's a life motto to go by.
Fucking like write this shit. I have so many taglines. Like you don't wait to fuck.
It's literally like it's an entire like the whole poster is nothing but taglines.
If I didn't think I could fucking get it to go as like a I don't know how I would publicize it. That would be the thing. Like, like what genre?
What do you do with it? Yeah.
But like worst comes to worst, I could definitely do the porn. The good written porn shit because I'm so about the fucking character development that I'm like fucking the problem is the porn. The problem becomes the porn part, and that's when I'm like, hey, Lou.
I'm the guy with the solution when it comes to porn. When it comes to sex and porn, I have a solution.
And if you need emotion and character shit, I got you. I can figure it out. You're like, I need these characters to fuck, but I need emotion and a reason why
I need you to set me up. I need you to set up my pins so I can knock them down.
There have been times where
I can bowl a 300 with my goddamn eyes closed.
I'm like, who are the characters? Explain a little bit about the characters. And I'm like, well, based on what I think about it. And like, yeah. And then if I'm just like, Lou, I need these 2 characters to fuck. This is the situation. This is what I was thinking. And you're like, well, hold on. If we think about this character's 10th birthday when this happened, I don't think they'd be into this section, but they would be into this section. And you fucking, look, you pull a me, but with sex shit. And it's brilliant.
See, this one time, their mom said this one thing to them.
One time they got spanked a little too long, and now they have conflicted feelings about spanking, but they like it, but they kind of feel conflicted about it. So when they get spanked, you got to think about how they're feeling in that moment, and I'm just like, yeah.
You got to think about all the psychological lead up that would create the line between pleasure and pain to blur.
Yeah. Exactly.
If I could only figure out a way to turn this shit into money. Like, if I could just figure out how to turn this knowledge into money, that'd be great. I'll be unstoppable.
I mean, yeah. No, but yeah, just fuck KC trip.
The zoo. We were gonna talk about this. We went to the zoo. We went to the zoo.
But yeah, the room was good.
Yeah, we actually got to talk about like we were walking around before we get to the zoo because we got to talk about Thursday fucking frickin' frack. We got to talk about frickin' frack.
Yeah. Okay. So we get there.
Yeah.
We smoked right when we
got
there?
we right when we got there.
Because at this point we were.
I was up here.
Yeah.
Well, we forgot a bowl. We had to go on the quest for a bowl. And we brought everything but a goddamn bowl.
Yeah. Literally everything but a bowl.
Tragedy.
It was tragedy. So like we had to go find a bowl, and that was a whole adventure.
Yeah. It was. It was a whole adventure.
What was that dispensary we went to?
I don't remember the dispensary name.
It was something with a T, but
I don't remember what the.
But that wasn't.
Tara.
Oh, that was another time. Sorry.
Yeah, that was when we went to go pick up.
That's right.
Edibles.
That's right. We did for the concert.
Yes.
Well, no, yeah, we went to this one like dispensary. They led us to like a place that sold glass, which to be fair, that place was chill.
It was so cool. I wish we could have spent more time there, but because we smoked in the parking lot there we were like, oh my god, we need to get high right now, or we're gonna fucking die.
So we get to the hotel. We asked the lady, like, hey, do you know where there's any dispensaries? And she looked really confused for a second until she realized that we're from the St. Louis end of Missouri.
Yeah, and We were on the Kansas side.
We're in Kansas.
Which, I want to be honest with you, I swore I double checked that before when I set up like the whatever to like reserve a hotel or whatever, I gave it like specific instructions, and I checked the address.
Yeah, you're all
2 or 3 times, and I was just like, okay.
It's weird. It was weird. It was so close though.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe it just didn't include the state on there, and I just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it'll just say like Kansas City. It won't say Kansas City, Kansas on a lot of that stuff. It'll just say Kansas City. I'm just like,
I think I had to like look deep to see if
because it's not on the Google page. I don't think.
No, I think I had to like go to the website.
Yeah, and then look through the like to the bottom like where
and
the
say
address
Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's like but yeah, no. So we got all that.
Yeah, we got all that. Got high. We would smoke in the parking lot. Basically, it was fine.
Yeah,
nothing really to talk about.
But we went to this place called Frickin' Frex. We're trying to decide where to go eat.
Yeah, because like when we kind of opposite minds on this for understandable reasons. But I'm I'm a motherfucker. I'm going somewhere. I'm gonna eat something that I'm not probably gonna be able to eat elsewhere.
Yeah.
Except for Culver's, in which I'll always make exceptions for Culver's because Culver's is delicious.
Exactly.
If there was an Emos, not as much anymore. But yeah. So we walked to this place. We're walking through Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
And there's just like multiple streets are just like closed off randomly.
Yeah, because they're doing like we're right by a hospital, so they're doing like lots of construction on the hospital.
And the sidewalk is just randomly cut, and it's near like a busy street, and it's like cool, great place to close the sidewalk.
Kinda.
So we get across, and like. There was a drunk guy. He was just kind of chilling, but it was.
Yeah, like he was asleep, so we just like
Yeah. It was fine.
It was fine. It wasn't a big deal.
It was just kind of it was really, to me it was weird. It wasn't weird. Because I grew up in fucking St. Louis, so you see people drunk on the fucking side of the street, sleeping next to a really expensive looking building. But it was just kind of like a hospital here, big fancy building, bunch of restaurants. Everything looks different and weird.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. Like the way that they have their city set up is a lot different.
It's mixed up.
Yeah, there's like it's very mixed. Like there's no real. It's not like St. Louis where everything's very segregated by street.
Yes.
In Kansas City, like it doesn't feel like anything segregated.
No, everything felt
all.
blended together. And I guess that's the reason I bring the guy up, because like
fair enough.
Yeah, just everything is blended together. Like it doesn't feel like there's this massive set, which I thought was kind of cool, admittedly.
Yeah, and so yeah.
So we go to this place called Frickin' Frack.
Yeah.
Okay, you love the decor, right?
It was a cool kitschy place.
Yeah. I liked the food.
Yeah, I thought the fries. I had tater tots. That's
you
right.
had tater tots.
They were pretty good. They were pretty good.
What, I have like a burger?
Yeah, you had a mushroom burger.
Oh yeah, the mushroom burger was good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. You know what sucked about the place though?
Oh god.
And man, I'm not this bitch normally. Like I'm never gonna.
We're pretty patient. We were there for a while.
Yeah, we go.
This was like a little hole in the wall place. We should have been there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
we were there for like over an hour and a half.
Yes, waiting constantly for the waitress.
Yeah. And there were only like 5 tables.
Yeah.
6 tables.
It was not busy.
No.
It was not busy.
No.
Our waitress, the only way I could describe her is like lapse in thought. Like it was just like her thoughts would just disappear.
Yeah, or she would like just tell us, she would stop by our table to tell us like random things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having trouble with that door today. And it's like, cool, can you stop having trouble with our check and bring it to us?
Yeah. I've never wanted to like be like, hey, where the fuck is my check more?
Yeah, like
I asked for it how many like 4 times?
3 or 4, I think.
And then
maybe even more because
and then eventually
I went to the bathroom.
You did.
Yeah.
And eventually I just got up.
Yeah.
And walked over.
Because I was in the bathroom at that point.
Walked over to the guy in the bar and I'm like, hey, I need my check. I kind of got to go. And he's like, oh yeah, no worries. And he knew exactly who I was. Like clearly this guy clearly this motherfucker knew.
It was so weird. It was a very weird experience.
Like there was her and another guy and they both were just like talking to people, getting distracted, not taking anyone's fucking orders.
It felt very local, very very local.
Good food, good environment, but if you go there, maybe just
be aware that it's very local.
Sucks,
like it's very casual.
The bar looked fine.
Yeah, everything looked really cool, and I thought the food was fine.
They had a secret room that you liked?
Yeah, I did like the secret room.
Secret billiard room?
Yeah. That Miami Ice place. Ryan and I are going to be back in Kansas City.
Let me know if you try it, how it is.
Yeah, because we usually will get shaved ice like once a summer, so...
Shaved ice is fucking great.
So, yeah, and then we went to the next day. Well, we watched some Battlestar Galactica, like you watched season, which I really enjoyed. That
I love season 2 thus far.
Season 2's great.
It's great.
I feel like the show peaks in season 2, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, it won't shock me if it does because season 2 is so good that I'm like, they will never be able to keep this momentum up.
Yeah.
It's so obvious to me. It's sci-fi.
Yeah.
Sci-fi
has that problem a lot.
They do, unfortunately.
They blow that load real quick.
They do. A lot of people don't fucking know how to end a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
It is hard to end a thing.
Yeah. Vince Gilligan got lucky twice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the end of Breaking Bad, actually. I've just been told it's really
Breaking
good.
Bad?
Oh, fuck.
Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad. No, we went to the zoo. Kansas City Zoo, which was rad.
It was funny because initially we planned on doing 3 things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day...
We were so tired.
The zoo was enough.
Yeah.
The zoo was honestly... The zoo and the concert was so much fun.
Yeah, it was much better than when I went in 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a paid zoo.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, honestly. It's just $20, right?
It was $40. It's like $37 to get like the platinum bracelet.
That's right,
and like it's like $25 for the base, and then you could get like the gold band or the platinum band.
Yeah, we got the platinum band.
Yeah, because we did everything but the river cruise, and that's only because they were going on lunch. Whenever we
That's
lined
right.
up for
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And we didn't want to fucking wait around for
Yeah.
it was gonna be like another 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah.
It's like fuck that. It's just a riverboat ride.
Yeah.
There might be another time.
And we could see a lot of the stuff that
There might be another time in the future too. We might make our way back up there. Fucking riverboat ride then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. Like, it had a lot of cool animals. Their exhibits are really nice.
Yes.
One thing I like is that the animals, they have like display space, but clearly there's also like space for the animals to go.
Yeah.
That's not in display, which I know the St. Louis Zoo has that sometimes, but also sometimes it seems like it doesn't.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's underneath the exhibit, not outside.
Yeah, which theirs seemed like they were outside.
A lot of it, if they were outdoor animals. Yeah, and also I like too how like the exhibits seem to form around like the people. Like it truly feels like the people are like walking through their environment, not the opposite. Because like the kangaroos are just out.
Yeah, the kangaroos just like they were late. They were sleeping because it was like later afternoon. Yeah. But they just like roam around.
Yep.
Which fucked me up. I was like, wait. Like people could just like because
it's in this cled off area.
Yeah, because you always hear about kangaroos and it's like kangaroos beat the shit out of you. And I'm like, you could just walk around would kangaroos beat me up? And it's like, no, they just kind of chill. They just do their own thing. Don't block their path. Yep. There's a sign that's like, don't block the... And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would I want to get my ass beat by a kangaroo because I got in its way? No, I'm good. There's one animal I'm afraid of, and it is a fucking kangaroo.
All right. Good to know.
There's not many... Yeah.
Not Jaws. Not Jawses.
No, I'll punch a fucking shark in the face. Sharks are just sea puppies. Punch them in the face and they go away. Kangaroo, you punch a kangaroo in the face, the kangaroo's going to split... What?
Punching a puppy in the face?
A sea puppy.
It's just the way you said it. It made it seem like I just sea puppy, regular puppies. I just punch them.
Yeah, if it goes to bite me, fuck yeah.
I mean, that's
punch that puppy right in the face. Hey, sometimes a puppy needs to learn. I'm joking. Animal rights people, leave me alone. So I'll punch your puppies. So yeah, the fucking kangaroo thing was really cool because it's just this open space.
Yeah,
it's a big open space, but it's like enclosed still. Yes. But you walk through it. They have like a bird one. We didn't go through the bird one.
No, but there were a few of those where you could like walk through bird areas.
Yeah, I don't know if they had like their reptile exhibit sucked ass.
Yeah, their indoor stuff was terrible. That was the only part of the zoo that was not good.
St. Louis has you beat.
The monkey stuff was the same way because they had like a monkey house so you could like kind of walk through, and an orangutan who looked like they need to put that orangutan on Suicide Watch. You remember that orangutan? The lady is like, it was the most tragic thing I've ever seen in a zoo. We're like, this orangutan is like, and I think it said that they had recently like lost. Like one of the like it was sick. I couldn't remember, but like
they got in a fight. It was that one and its mate got into like a big fight or something.
Yeah, and so like this orangutan is sitting like with their head up against the glass, just about, and like looking down, so dejected.
Yeah.
And then there's this lady and her kid, like right up in its face, like tapping on the glass, and I'm like, I looked at you, I'm like, we have to walk away. I'm gonna get too existential too fast. We gotta go.
It's like near the beginning of the zoo, too.
It was because we were trying to find our way to the back of the zoo.
Yeah.
And I was just like, we gotta go. We gotta not leave this.
We gotta move.
Nope.
The tram was the trail.
Oh, yeah. We waited. We thought it was gonna be like a long walk back to the sky thing, and it wasn't.
It was like nothing. It was like they literally like 3 minutes, and they're like, all right, get out.
Yep.
They're like, oh, this is a lovely river. There's a river here, and there are native species, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
It's just like, it's over?
Yeah.
Like, fucking shit. We did the sky tram.
Yeah, sky tram.
You, like, get on this, like, fucking ski lift. Yeah. You go over these different, like, animals in the Africa exhibit.
Yeah, it's like giraffes, zebras, ostriches.
Yeah, all the,
It's like
the greater Gans.
Yeah, like I would call it like the non-carnivore African plains animals. They have them like all in this big exhibit that you just like kind of like go over on a ski lift thingy.
And they interact with each other and shit, which is really
the
fucking
zebras
cool.
are like running all over the place, losing their fucking shit.
The gazelles were just like chilling, being gazelles.
The ostrich was on a war path.
The ostrich looked like it was gonna fuck everyone up.
Yep.
I'm like, imagine you fall, and instead of like hitting in where all the fucking herbivores are chilling, you land next to that mean ass looking ostrich.
Like, do you remember the turtles too? We saw those. We saw these turtles that were like fake on the river, and we're like, "Are those real?" And we're like staring at them, and finally one of them moved.
Yeah,
and we're like, "Oh shit! I think they're alive."
It was pretty cool. I didn't die.
Yes.
I used to be irrationally afraid of sky lifts. For anyone who wants to know, not anymore. It was a little freaky when it would like go over.
Yeah, there was a couple times it would like kind of skip a little bit. Yeah, and it stopped a couple times, and I always just try to like focus on things that are further away.
Yeah, that's what I kept trying to do. Like look at the animals.
Yep.
Like, you know, you're probably not gonna fall and die.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. They like hundreds of people ride it every day.
Exactly.
Not thousands of people.
And I imagine if like a bunch of people died on the sky lift, like you'd hear about that.
Yeah.
Like that would be news.
Yes. I very much think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was a pretty cool. The sky lift was cool. It wasn't like super long.
No, it was only like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. It's like nothing.
You can technically ride back too.
Yeah, you can, which I thought was really neat.
Yeah, I liked it.
But we wound up walking around because a lot of that stuff wasn't finished. Like around that area, like where the warthogs and all that stuff was, that wasn't finished when I went. So they also had this. They had this event where the orangutans were painting. Buy like orangutan paintings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like I don't know, like they have this weird stick and has a paintbrush at the end of it, and I don't know, he's just having a spaz attack on a canvas. It's weird.
Cool, I guess.
You pay like $30 for this fucking canvas that a fucking orangutan did this on.
I mean,
and it helps support the World Wildlife Foundation or something.
Oh, that's nice, I guess.
Yeah,
as
but
long
it's
as it
like,
goes to a good cause.
Like Tyler and I, like because at the time, like in the age I was, we like seriously contemplated. It was like it's just too much. So I was like a sophomore in college.
Fucking painting.
It was between like that and a stuffed animal and a keychain, and I wanted a stuffed animal and a keychain.
I mean, a stuffed animal keychain is literally more valuable than
the reason that I didn't get anything is I'm like, well, I already have stuff from this place.
If you want to see like a dumb monkey like draw on a fucking like a canvas, just buy me some canvas and I'll just fucking
fuck you.
I'll get high and just fucking like we're related.
We can just send it to Joe Rogan and ask him to paint us a portrait.
Hey Joe, do you got Cameo? I want you to paint a portrait on Cameo. That's what I want. I want you to say anything.
I'll pay you an additional $30 if you send it to me plus shipping.
Yes.
No, Yeah, like I'm trying to think, like if there was other cool stuff. Like their polar bear exhibit was actually finished, and that was really neat because it wasn't finished when I went.
I did like their polar bear exhibit.
The elephant. Oh my god, they had a huge elephant exhibit. Huge.
It was huge, and they had a lot of space.
Yeah.
Because one thing I don't like about the St. Louis is it's like a little corner.
Yeah,
it looks just bigger than it is.
Yeah. And a lot of it's like blocked off where you can't see, but this one wasn't like that at all.
And they don't have any enrichment in the one in St. Louis. The one thing that pissed me off, there's no toys.
Yeah, there's usually just like boxes of hay and stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing for the elements to play in. There's no water really even in that spot. I'm like, give the goddamn elements more.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think.
They have like
It's been a while.
It's like a little watering hole, but it's not very much. It's like right at the end, I think.
Yeah. I can't remember. It's been a while.
But yeah, like the only two things that I think the St. Louis Zoo has on them. The monkey exhibit is way better at St. Louis Zoo.
Yeah.
Although they are expanding their primate exhibit at Kansas City.
They were, yeah.
It looks like they're going to do a similar thing the St. Louis Zoo did to the outside stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I think it's really cool. Let the monkeys fucking hang out and fucking climb outside. It's good to not smell just concentrated fucking monkey shit in one building all the time.
You don't want to go in the shit house?
I don't want to go. Nay, we want to go in the monkey house. You want to go in the fucking monkey house? You can fucking go in there by yourself. I ain't going in that shit house. All right, Grandma don't go in no shit house. Grandma ain't smell monkey shit all day. And I'm like, all right, Grandma, we'll just go in the monkey house. Like,
yep.
You sit out here, I guess. Yeah, and like the reptiles. That's pretty much
Yeah, reptile house. Our boas are so much better.
Our kids.
I think we have an anaconda as well.
We have a cool kids zoo too. I will say, like
we did.
Well, the dino. They still have the dinosaur thing. I think.
Oh yeah,
I hear that's pretty cool. I do miss they got rid of the fucking petting zoo and shit though.
Yeah, they did get rid of all. They got rid of the guinea pigs.
They did.
I'd always pay to go to the children's zoo so I could pet the guinea pigs.
Yep. I liked petting the guinea pigs.
The fattest fucking guinea pigs.
They did. I also liked. There was like so many creatures you can handle. They had like hermit crabs, didn't they? At one point.
They also had naked mole rats, which were hideous, but also cool to see.
Naked mole rats. I used to love them all the time just because it's Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I miss the kids zoo.
It was a good time at the zoo. Then we went to like a KC barbecue place afterwards, which was pretty good. And then I pooped everywhere, which was very exciting.
We did. That one was okay. That sandwich wasn't that great, if I'm being honest. The fries were good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the fries. I saved some for after the concert. Yeah, they were delicious.
But yeah, like because we came back to the hotel after the zoo, we hung out, watched some more Battlestar.
Yep.
And then we got ready to go to the concert.
We went to the concert. We stood in the merch line for 52 minutes. I timed it.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, the merch line was bad. People kept cutting the fucking line.
They did, yeah. It was really bullshit.
We went to Grinders.
Yeah, Grinders in KC. That's where we were at.
I will say, cool fucking
place.
It
was a great venue.
I do not want to shit on the venue.
No, the venue was awesome.
However, I will shit on whoever was supposed to be managing the lines.
Yeah.
Because no security was watching the fucking lines. No one was watching the fucking
lines. And there was
lines.
one dude at the merch table.
Yeah. So, like, we literally, we get in the fucking line. And we were worried we weren't going to get anything.
Yeah, because it was like, we stood still for like 15 minutes.
We had to find the end of the line.
Yeah.
We had to walk to the beginning of the merch table, walk all the way around, and then basically go where we started.
Yes, we were almost right where we started when I started trying to suss out the line.
Yeah. And like, we didn't move for 8 minutes?
Yeah, 8 to 12 minutes. Yeah. We didn't really move.
We did make friends with the people in front of us.
We did.
Thanks to Lou.
I can't help myself but make friends with everywhere around me.
It's actually how I knew people were cutting because suddenly they weren't in front of us anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
suddenly there were 2 jackasses in front of us.
That's right.
And I decided from that point, I'm going to watch this fucking line. I ain't letting these motherfuckers
You were on your vigilance.
The end being on patrol.
That's right, because I was too busy being like, hey, what's your name?
Yeah.
Do you like Ween? Want to talk to me about fucking Ween?
Well, also, like, you were trying to, keep a good mood, good spirits and shit, like...
I also cannot help myself from trying to be social with everybody around me.
I like it. It's very endearing, honestly. It helps me be more social, because I was able to talk to motherfuckers in line. I normally can't. Normally, I'm just like...
Yeah, I'm like...
Trying to make myself as little as humanly possible.
Yeah. I always like to make friends with everyone around me.
I think it's a good idea. Yeah. It's good. It helps. Like I said,
I've been to a couple concerts alone, and it's just always better when you find like buddies around you and shit.
Yeah. Well, it helped me because the people that we made friends with behind us.
Yeah.
When I was looking for you, because I after the merch lines, we fucking 52 goddamn minutes made it through the merch line.
Yep.
And then I was hungry as fuck because we'd taken edibles and we'd smoked a ton of fucking weed.
Yeah.
And my body was like, hey, I know we had that dog shit sandwich, but Grindr sells pizza.
I have no idea how whenever I have like shit to do, my body goes on like this low power mode.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we don't need no food, we don't need no water, we don't need no shit for 12 hours. We don't need nothing.
Estrogen has made me worse in the regard that it's like, hey, we need food now.
Yeah, that'll probably, as you go through
it's
like your puberty, yeah, like that'll probably get better.
I know how much I need now and not how much my body thinks it needs. So now I don't overeat like I was, but I had that problem, man.
Yeah, it can be hard to manage when you're going
That's
through
why
that.
I jumped up to like 240 pounds randomly because I was not.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, but get to Grinders, and then I'm like, I'm going to stay in the pizza line. The pizza line was also pretty fucking long.
Yeah.
I
was
went
and found us a spot.
Yeah, because I was like, go. Don't wait for me. Because like, I don't know how fucking long this is. And I was not going to subject you to another fucking line so I could get a slice of pizza.
I was like, I'm done with lines for now.
And I was,
No, so I went, I got us like a spot like right in front of like the sound board.
Yeah.
Did you have any like weird experiences in the pizza line or like?
When I was trying to find the end of the line, one lady tried to cut me. By being like, well, you're behind me, man. And I said, lady, I just watched you walk up. I'm like, I ain't fucking behind you. Yeah. I didn't say fucking. I was like, ma'am, I just watched you walk up. That ain't gonna work on me. And then she just went to talking to whoever the fuck she was talking to. Like, completely ignored me at that point. And I was like, all right, bitch. Like, fuck you then.
Jesus.
Yeah, like some of these fucking people, man.
Like
I will say is the concert, great.
Yeah.
And there were great people there.
Yeah.
You kind of talked about some of the attitude that you saw there.
I had some very strange experiences in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, so, let's see. There was a lady in the cape. There was this lady who had a cape with like a smiley face and like a tongue sticking out the back. Like it's hand sewn. Like she made it herself.
That's cool.
Sequins and shit. She was fucked up. Yeah. She was walking around talking to everybody like she like legitimately knew them. Like carrying on conversations like they had been having them.
Sounds like my Aunt Sheila.
Well, what was really weird though is like none of the people were like they were playing into it, and I was like, okay, all right, I know how to do this. One of the guys like she's like talking to him like they're real friendly, you know. And I look at him, I'm like, hey, do you know her? And he's like, it's my mom. And she finally walked away the first time, and he's like, that's not my mom. I just didn't know what she was gonna do if I didn't like, you know,
acknowledge her.
Yeah, and. So she comes back later, though, and this is why I will never forget the cape lady. Because she looks at me and she's like, hey, you look like you like books and gay people. And I was like, that's weird because I do like books and gay people. She's like, I knew it. She's like, we're going to make it America great again with gay people and books. And then she just turned around and disappeared into the crowd. And I'm like, guess that's going to be the tone for tonight. The
quest for the median voter, we won.
Like
she's the median voter, and we won. Books and fucking gay people. Suck a cock, Republicans. We have fucking Cape Lady on our side.
Yeah, like it was like I literally just walked away, and like I think because I'd taken all those edibles, I'm like, all right, that's the vibe tonight.
We're
making America great again with gay people and books. That's what we're doing.
I love it. Was she like middle aged?
Yes.
I love middle aged.
She's definitely like the wine mom about to be grandma.
You know, as much as they can annoy me too, sometimes wine liberal moms are fucking fun.
I made a determination after that 5 minutes of piss babe where I'm like, no, not getting pissed off about shit tonight.
Did.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm turning my mood around.
Yeah,
I don't like how my mood is.
My vibe is bad.
You're like, I'm gonna work on my vibe real quick. Give me a couple minutes. I'm like, all right, man. You work on your vibe, and you did immediately.
Yep.
It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, and there was this. You were there with the drunk guy.
Yeah.
The drunk guy who could like.
Who wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Cape lady kept calling him rapey, and she kept like trying to push him away because he was trying to like hang on to her, and I know what the fuck was going on. And like those two dudes, I guess, were his friends, or at least the one guy that he was like hanging on to.
Because they were in the line around us, right? That guy, because he was in the line before in front of us. Because he was talking to those older people that we were
remember
in front of.
seeing them, but I feel like he disappeared at one point.
I think he did. I don't know if he was waiting in the line as much as he was just like hanging out and talking to them.
Yeah, and so
because I think when I came back to get a drink from getting drinks, he was already gone.
Yeah, so like he's like not that far from us, and this dude, he can barely stand up.
Yeah.
Like
I know who you're talking about.
And he is like holding on to his friend, and his friend is like, you need to get your fucking shit together. You need to get your shit together. And finally, at some point, he like fell into the dude behind him, and the dude was like, "You need to get your friend out of here. You guys are fucking everything up. Get the fuck out of there." And they disappeared and never saw him again.
Yeah, thank God. Because he needed to go home.
Yeah.
He was fucked, and the show literally had just
started. 2 songs in.
Yeah.
2 songs in.
Because I think I joined you. They played like...
one song, and you...
It was like more jammy.
Yeah, it was. They didn't have an opener, so they decided to just play like a 2.5 hour like jammy set. Yeah. Which was awesome.
It was so good. It was so fucking good. And then I came in the middle of the second song. Like near the beginning.
Because I think in the third song is when they disappeared finally.
Yes.
But then, so there were these like older 60-year-old, like 60, 50, like people who like maybe around for the 60s, maybe weren't. I don't know. But like they're smoking all these like hand-rolled joints that smell fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So the couple, they fuck off to go get merch, I guess. And then the guy's just alone. And I'm like, God, I hope they don't come back. And they come back, but then the one dude who had been there the whole time,
he was the one who was in line with us. Yeah, the beard, right?
Yes. No. You're thinking of the fish guy from behind us, right?
It was the big guy who was talking, right?
The tie-dye.
Yeah.
No, that's not who I'm talking about, actually. Oh. No, this guy was next to us, and he is talking so
Were they not the same guy?
No.
That's good, because I kind of like the guy behind us.
No, it wasn't the same guy. No, this was a totally different guy.
Oh,
No, totally different guy. No. He was talking so fucking loud. And he was like talking like shop, like he knew shit, and he didn't.
During the songs.
Yes. Like to the point where like I could not hear, like the enjoyment of the music had decreased because they were talking so loud.
Because we ended up moving.
Yes, I finally was like, go over there. Because someone left, and I was like, go over there. I can't stand to be by these people anymore. It's driving me crazy.
You had to wait until the fucking like holes opened up and moved
Yeah,
in.
and then once that happened, we were pretty good, except for that fucking blonde lady who was like bopping around everywhere.
Yeah.
But other than that...
bitch.
Luckily, like those were only like small parts of the set.
Yeah.
It wasn't like too bad, like as far as that goes. But like the whole set was amazing. Lots of jams.
It was so good. Les Claypool, like he is everything they say.
He just did it. Him and Sean Lennon, man, they just really nailed it.
I loved their onstage chemistry. It was really funny.
They made Shiner do some 20 push-ups, which was very funny.
It was very funny. And Les looked impressed.
Yeah, and good. Daddy Les should be impressed.
He should be.
Yeah,
Colonel motherfucking Daddy Les. He did not pretend to go to military school, so he could not be called Colonel.
That's right. They played Pigs. Oh my God, they played Animals by Pink Floyd, and it's Tyler. Everything just got smushed together. Yeah. They played Animals by Pink Floyd.
It was great.
It was so good.
So good.
Such a magical time.
Played like a variety of songs from
all of his different sides. Yeah, like he played like
Precipitation.
From Holy Mackerel. He played some stuff from
the jam version is the best version.
Yeah, the full show's up on YouTube. Someone did put it up, and I still haven't listened to it yet, but I can't wait. And I was like, the whole time there was like they played Cosmic Highway and David Malacaster, which are my like
he opened with not open, but like he did Cosmic Highway pretty early. It was after his jammy songs.
Yeah, it was. I think it was one of the last songs before they did the break for
That's
Animals.
what it was. That's what it was. Sorry.
And so, but I was like, please play Whamola. Please bring the weird thingy out. Please bring the weird thingy out. And of course, he comes out in a monkey mask, and he has the weird thingy. And I'm like, yeah! And it is me, 18 other people, and like a dude bro who's like 3 feet from me and you.
Yeah.
We're
losing our shit.
We are beyond.
I've watched the video of it. And literally like
no one's moving.
No one's jumping. And then, like, you can kind of hear some people cheering.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's us.
Yeah,
that is probably us right now.
In between every drop, I am pulling my whole body back and screeching like an insane person.
I assumed everyone else was too until the end, and I looked around, and I was like, was no one?
I was shocked with how not into it people were.
Yeah, because it was good.
It was one of the best versions of that song I've ever heard.
Yeah, and his stage presence is fucking like
during that song specifically is so intense.
That and Precipitation.
Yeah, he's like really giving it.
Anytime he whips the mask out, you know you're in for a good time.
Yep, it's
because
true.
He gets into it.
He loves putting the masks on. They're so much fun. I love it.
Making his fucking
yeah, I love it. And then they finish out with One Better.
which I was not expecting.
I had seen it on a few set lists, but they hadn't been closers. And so him closing with Was Awesome. That was another song where I felt like people, like the energy, I feel like everyone was too shit-faced. Like,
there was a lot of drunk people. Because
it was just like the energy during the encore was just like so flat.
Yeah. Like there were definitely pockets.
Yeah, but
yeah.
It was just like you, me, and that dude, bro, behind the fence. Yeah. We were losing our goddamn minds.
We were having a great time, the three of us.
Yeah.
It was a little weird. Some of the fans I was not a fan of. I did not like.
Yeah, it's a big problem with bands, man.
It is.
Fan of the band, not of the fans. Yeah.
Like I've been to some shows where the energy is great. As much as I hate to say it, because don't get me wrong, a lot of Hoosiers in the fucking audience. 311. Even though I'm sure I would hate most of those people in any other aspect of life, it was a good environment for a show.
Yeah.
It was chill at the show. I'm like, as soon as I leave and I have to smell these people, I'm sure I would never want to talk to any of these motherfuckers again because some of them just smell.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like, yeah.
It's that hippie flavor.
It is. And some hippies are just fucking douchebags.
The Fish show is probably the show that I went to that had the calmest energy after the vomiting child. But actually the shows that have the best energy that I've ever been to are Real Big Fish shows.
Yeah. That Anti-Flag Real Big Fish show.
It was the best. Everyone, that energy is consistent. They're the band I've seen live the most. I've seen them live 5 times. Ooh, so impressive. But every time they come to St. Louis, I try to see them because it's always a consistent energy.
And I love that they have a mixture of ages, but it doesn't feel. I thought the Descendants show wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
Perfect.
That energy was also kind of flat.
It had some. Yeah, that was. The young people were really into it.
Yeah, the young people were really into it.
Yeah, because the people who were bumping against us were all young people.
Yeah.
But then you look at the older people, and they're just like standing there, and I'm like, why do you come to concerts?
Why
are you here?
They look pissed off.
Yeah, like
that other people are there to enjoy music.
Yeah.
You ever get that? They're like, why are young kids in our club? They'll be like, you kids don't know good shit, and then they show up to good shit. They're like, you young kids don't belong here, and it's just like, what?
I did get that vibe. I get that vibe every time someone's like, well, I've been seeing the band for like, a long time.
Oh, at the Les Claypool show. Yeah. I can't stand it when people start measuring their dicks of how many shows they've been to and things of that nature.
We hit this guy in line. Can I talk about this guy?
Mr. Pedestrian?
Mr. Pedestrian?
Yeah, tell us about Mr. Pedestrian.
We had these 2 people behind us. And
you want to talk about a December-May romance.
Yeah, oh my God. Oh,
personality-wise, kind of age-wise too, but not quite.
Like she seemed like she was probably our age, maybe a little younger even.
I would say a little younger. Yeah. I would say like 24, 25.
I got the vibe, 25.
Yeah, she was a little bit too fresh still. She's a little bit too pink.
This dude was probably like in his 40s at least.
At least.
And he
was wearing fingerless gloves. I don't trust no one over the age of 25
that
wears fingerless
motherfucker
gloves.
Reminded me of Brian.
Yes.
Fierce.
Yes.
The attitude, everything.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker, like, he's like dressed like he wanted to be in the Matrix, but he never got into the Matrix. He's very disappointed by it. So she's just bubbly, ball of energy. Like,
and we're talking, we're chatting.
Yeah, it's her first time at the show.
Yeah.
So like we were like having a good time. And then like she introduces herself.
Yeah.
Now she introduced her. I want to be clear. She introduced herself first.
Yeah.
All right, so then, like, she introduced herself, you introduced yourself, I introduced myself, and then I introduced myself to him.
Yeah.
And he goes, I was just like, and you are? And he goes, Mr. Pedestrian. Like, wouldn't give me a name.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fucking Fed or some shit. Like
you clearly are a CIA plant.
Yeah.
I've never seen a CIA plant.
I was wearing, like, a Bad Religion shirt, wasn't I? Like, I fucking...
Easy mark.
They're like, oh, it's a punk rocker here at the Les Claypool show.
Yep.
Narc. And I'm like, okay. I guess.
Should have got a Smurf shirt.
I should have. That's my issue.
Yep.
I should have got a fucking Smurf shirt. He was just weird, man.
He was weird.
He's real fucking weird, and he really gave me, like, I could have a gun and kill everyone in here vibes. Not that he would, but, like, I'm just, he looked like that. Like
I had a strong sense that there is a possibility that relationship isn't on the up and up.
Yeah, that was my issue, too.
There was something weird about those 2 people. Yeah. The people in front of us were not the people who cut in front of us, but the group
older guy.
Yeah, they were cool. And then the guy in the fish hat with the tie-dye hat.
He was really
kind of like your dad, that guy.
He reminded me so much of my dad.
Yeah, he was cool. He was not the guy who was near us. It was a totally different guy.
Oh, my God. I thought they were, because I couldn't see Goel, because,
the dude next to us was just like this skinny dude. He's like, kind of like, he looked like a Lynyrd Skynyrd fan. They looked like Leonard Skinner fans. They look like the type. They look like who Les Claypool is singing about, and they don't get that it's ironic.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there were a lot of people actually that were like that there.
Yeah, it's kind of
at least
weird.
they appear that way. Like maybe they're smart when they're not shit faced and high. I don't know,
There's
but
a lot
that
of
they
a lot of joints being passed around.
Which if I would have fucking known,
yeah,
I would have just like lined my bra with joints.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm gonna do at the Ween concert.
I would have rolled us
I'm gonna like 15. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna smoke the entire goddamn time.
Can I be honest with you? I would have rolled us a couple blunts.
Yeah, for real though.
Like had I known, we could have been high during. We
could have been fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be fair. Like the edibles worked for me pretty well. I know yours wore off a little bit early,
but they were good during. Part of the reason I was able to be in that pizza line and not punch that bitch in the face was because I was so chill on the edible.
Yeah, yeah.
Because normally, you think I wouldn't have cussed those fucking guys? Oh my! If I wouldn't have been high,
it would have been the end times.
I would be like, "Hey, asshole, out of line! You ain't fucking cutting in line." I would have made such a big stink. Yeah. Security would have been like, "Get the fuck out of line."
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, like no, yeah. Fuck that shit. But no,
man.
It was a good show.
It was so much fun.
As soon as he was like, we're wrapping up here, folks, you're like, get the fuck out. Run.
I would like so he's like, we run out the clock, folks. And like as soon as he plays Last Night I Look at You and I'm like, do you have to go to the bathroom? And you're like, no, and I'm like, take my hand, we're leaving. And like I'm like, excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah, we cut through that fucking line.
Because I know I'm small enough to see where all the holes are. So I'm just like,
and we got out quick.
We were the first people out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Because we like, as soon as we were out of the alleyway, we like ran.
Well, we parked in the back.
Yeah, we did. We were like running to the car and we're like, fuck smoking. We got to get the fuck out of this parking lot.
We'll smoke at the hotel.
Yeah.
And we did. We smoked at the hotel.
It was amazing. Watched a couple episodes of Battlestar. We showered, went to sleep.
Yep. Got a couple waters from the fucking...
Yeah,
I did
and
like
some snackies.
I did like that they had a 24-hour fucking...
Yes, the...
commissary or whatever you want to call it. I liked that. Yeah. Very nice. Most hotels don't have it 24 hours, so it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there was outside of that, like... we had planned to go to like this big popular barbecue place.
Yeah.
But by the night, by the time we got home from the show, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We don't gotta do that. We can just go home.
And it was like the thing was like the barbecue place didn't open until like noon, and we wanted to leave at like 10:30, and it was just like ugh.
And I had to work on Sunday.
You did, yeah. You were starting.
My hours got changed.
Yeah, so you had to start work on Sunday. So.
Like I could have used an excuse, like no, but I needed the money. I was already gonna be taking a slight hit, so I was just like,
but it was a good time. It was a good time.
It was a damn good trip. I had a lot of fucking fun. We got high in a parking lot. No one busted us. I got to shit in a Taco Bell.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my. The fucking dude was in the bathroom taking his sweet ass fucking time.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too, because when I went down there to check out, I saw him going to the bathroom.
He was still shitting when I fucking. I'm like, sir, you need to go fucking talk to a dietitian.
There's a 10-minute time limit.
Sir, if you don't get out of there, I'm coming in and we're shitting together. What? No. We're shitting together, sir. You're going to have to scoot over. We're shitting in the bowl together.
No, you just tell him you're going to shit in the sink and he won't be able to wash his hands. Don't get any shit on your hands, sir.
Sir, I'm
sitting in the shit. I'm pulling a Melissa McCarthy.
I'm shitting in the sink
Bridesmaid
right now.
style.
Sir, you're bluffing. As he just hears shit hit the
like, yeah, he just hears that like wet slap on the fucking ceramic.
He's like,
that's disgusting. I can't believe I said that.
He's like, can you fucking at least, can you spray it down? And I'm like, sir, you know what would make this bathroom a lot fucking better?
If it didn't have a straight man.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Do you like what you're hearing? Thanks! Here at WASM, we strive to never paywall you for specific content because we're here to make you laugh, one podcast at a time. But reality and the taxman call, so we might ask, even if you have just a single buck to give, to help us answer that call.
You can keep up with us or contribute to our small coffers at the following: patreon.com/without a straight man, on Twitch at twitch.tv/BlueJayBurkett, that's BLOUJAYBURKETTE, or twitch.tv/ADHAddy, that's ADHADDY. You can also drop us a line at withoutastraightman@gmail.com, or you can send a little birdie our way, or monitor what our little birdie does for updates and funnies at Without a Straight Man, and that's straight with the number 8.